Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have 15 upcoming horror and thriller releases that are coming out in 2024. So this isn't like a comprehensive list or anything by all means. I just went through and looked at all the upcoming horror and thriller releases that are coming out in 2024 and just kind of picked my top 15 that I personally am really looking forward to and I'm excited for, so I can't wait to share them with you. I don't know any like extreme horror releases that are coming out. Those just kind of pop up out of nowhere. I do know Judith Sonnet and Otis Bateman are collaborating on a prequel, I believe, to No One Rides for Free, so I'm really looking forward to that one. But as far as like everything else, everything's up in the air for extreme horror. So these are just like some general horror and thriller books that personally I'm really looking forward to. So starting in January, on January 16th, The Fury by Alex Michaelides is coming out. I love The Silent Patient, literally my favorite thriller of all time, probably. You guys know this. And then I read The Maidens by him. Wasn't a huge fan of that one, so I'm interested in seeing how this one goes. This is about an ex-movie star and her famous friends. They take a spontaneous trip to a private Greek island and it ends in a murder. So literally, that's all I know about this one. I'm really looking forward to it. Hoping that it impresses me because I need a good thriller. I need a good thriller. I had a really horrible 2023 in terms of thrillers. Like, I didn't find many all that thrilling. So hopefully this one works for me. We'll see. A lot of people got ARCs for this one. I'm not special. Midnight on Beacon Street by Emily Ruth Verona. So this one takes place in October of 1993, so I'm already hooked, right? Already my vibe. I was born in October of 1993, but this one it's like a horror thriller mystery, and it says it's a debut book, like a debut author, and it says a single mom goes out for a much needed date night and she leaves her two young children, a 6-year-old and a 12-year-old, with their sitter, Amy. And it says she's 17. She is looking after the children. She's great with kids despite having an anxiety disorder, but she loves movies and horror films. Relatable. It's me. I'm the babysitter. Hi. Evening starts out normal. They have games, pizza, but as darkness falls, even in this quaint suburban New Jersey house, that takes a terrifying turn, unexpected visitors at the door, mysterious phone calls, and by midnight, the little Ben, he's 6. It says Ben is in the kitchen standing in a pool of blood with a dead body at his feet. This sounds so good. So good. I can't wait to read this one. This one comes out on January 30th, like I said, right up my alley. Then on February 13th, What Feasts at Night by T. Kingfisher. This is book 2. This is the sequel to What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, which was the Fall of the House of Usher retelling by Edgar Allan Poe. That was that book. I really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to this one. We are once again following our main character, and this time there's like a folklore something. Local superstition, folklore has taken up the residence at the home. I don't know. There's like some kind of monster situation going on. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I discovered that I really enjoy T. Kingfisher's writing, so I'm looking forward to reading another book from her and finishing up some of her backlist. And I don't think I have anything else written down for February yet, so we're gonna move into March. March 5th, Murder Road by Simone St. James comes out. This is another like horror slash thriller. So this is about this young couple. They find themselves haunted by a string of gruesome murders committed along an old deserted road in 1995. I love these like 1990s books. Like, are the 90s a theme in 2024? I hope so. April and Eddie took a wrong turn. They're looking for a small resort town where they plan to spend their honeymoon. When they spot what appears to be a lone hitchhiker on a deserted road, they stop to help. Why? Why would you stop to help? I guess because it was 1995. But not long after the hitchhiker gets into their car, they see the blood seeping from her jacket and a truck barreling down the line after them. When the hitchhiker dies at the local hospital, April and Eddie find themselves in the crosshairs of Cold Lake Falls police. Unexplained murders have been happening for years, and the cops finally have to witness the cops finally have two witnesses who easily become their only suspects. So then they start to dig into the history of the town and this horrible stretch of road. They try to clear their names, blah, blah, blah. There's something supernatural happening on this road where people are dying. So I don't know, that one seems interesting to me. I keep touching my hair. Once again, it's because I'm staticky. I am the statickiest bitch around, okay? Then, what else do I got in March for you? Diavola, am I saying that correct? Diavola by Jennifer Thorne. This one, the cover just drew me in for some reason. This one seems interesting. This one is about a woman named Anna. She's only 2 rules for the annual family vacation: tread lightly and survive. It isn't easy. She's the only one in her family who doesn't quite seem to fit in. So they all go to this gorgeous, remote, tiny little villa, and it seems like the perfect place to endure a much needed family togetherness. That is, until things start going off the rails. Strange noises at night, unsettling warnings from the local villagers, and the dark, violent past of the villa itself. So we'll see. We will see about this one. It seems promising. It's getting really great reviews so far. So I can't wait. I can't wait to check that one out. It seems interesting. Then I think that's all that I had for March. Let's move into April. There are 2 coming out on April 2nd. The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. This is YA thriller. I really liked A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, so I can't wait to read more from Holly Jackson. Her writing just like is quick and easy. This is about an 18-year-old girl named Belle, and her whole life she's lived under this like true crime thing where 16 years ago when she was 2, her mom disappeared. Rachel Price is her mom. She disappeared. And no one has any idea what happened to her. The case has gone cold, and now she's digging up some information from the past, and her family agrees to film this true crime documentary. Then her mom magically reappears, and life will never be normal again. She has an unbelievable story about what happened to her. Belle isn't sure if it's real. Is her mom lying? Is this something dangerous? Like, is this really her? What is happening? Once again, something that's getting great reviews by people that have ARCs. So I can't wait to read this one. Like I said, just super easy, quick, enjoyable books. Holly Jackson just writes easy, quick. I mean, they're YA, so they're easy, but they're like really well done and really interesting and suck you in. Then the other one coming out on April 2nd is another thriller called She's Not Sorry by Mary Kubica. I've heard it pronounced both ways, okay? Please don't shoot the messenger. I really loved Local Woman Missing by her, so I've been like hoping that she comes out with another banger. I think she released one in 2023 that I heard was like not good, so we'll see about this one, but it sounds interesting. So it's about an ICU nurse. She accidentally uncovers a patient's frightening past. So this is about a girl named Megan. Hi, it's me. She's trying to find a balance between being a single mom to her teenage daughter and working as a full-time nurse. So while she's on duty at the hospital, a patient named Caitlin arrives in a coma with a TBI, traumatic brain injury. She jumped from a bridge and plummeted 20 feet to the train tracks below. But when a witness comes forward with shocking details about the fall, it calls everything they know into question. Was she pushed? And if so, who and why? She mistakenly lets herself get too close until she's deeply entangled in Caitlin's and her family's lives. why she's your patient. So inappropriate, but do you, girl. Go get fired, whatever. Then moving on to May, The House That Horror Built by Christina Henry comes out on May 14th. I really, really loved Near the Bone by Christina Henry. It's one of my favorite general horror books ever. So I'm hoping some of her other books live up to the hype for me. This is about a single mother. She works in a gothic mansion of a reclusive horror director, and she stumbles upon terrifying secrets. So it says, Harry's always loved horror movies, and it's not total coincidence that she took the job to clean for this director. It says, you know, his home is full of props and so on and so forth. And family tragedy and scandal forced him to vanish from the industry. He values his discretion, but Harry's always tried to clean the house immaculately, keep her head down, kind of keep out of his business and keep her job safe because she needs the money, right? She's a single mom. But then she starts hearing noises from behind a locked door. Noises that sound like a human voice calling for help, even though he lives alone and doesn't get any visitors. So now she's like, should I call for help? Should I do something about this? What is going on, right? So I love books about like horror people, like horror directors, like horror authors, etc. That it just sounds intriguing, interesting, because you're reading a horror book. Like, you know, what more could you want? I don't know. I love it. Then, let's see. That would help if I wrote my list in chronological order, but that would make too much sense. Okay, moving into June. There's 3 here that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so June 4th, Ronald Malfi has a new book coming out called Small Town Horror. I read 2 books by him. Come With Me was okay, but I really liked Black Mouth by him. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. So this is about 5 childhood friends. They're forced to confront their own dark past, as well as the curse placed upon them in this horror masterpiece. Okay, like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Maybe this is a ghost story, but Andrew thought he left the past behind. When he receives a late night phone call from an old friend, he finds that he has no choice but to return home and to confront the memories and the horror of a night years ago that changed everything. For him and his friends, the past is not dead, and the curse that has befallen to them now threatens to destroy all that they've become. I don't know, like, what does that entail? I don't know, but I'm intrigued, like I said, because I read Black Mouth and I thought it was really well done. So this one kind of sounds similar, like that same kids going back to confront their past sort of vibe. So I don't know, it sounds similar, so I'm interested in checking this one out. And then June 18th, Riley Sager, I know Riley Sager has a new thriller out called Middle of the Night, and everyone is screaming because those are Taylor Swift lyrics. Everyone except for me. So this one, I didn't even read what this one is about. Let me see here. A man, oh my god, wait, did he write a male perspective for the first time in his life ever? So it says, a man must contend with the long ago disappearance of his childhood best friend, dark secrets lurking behind the safe confines of a picture perfect neighborhood. The worst thing to ever happen occurred in Ethan's backyard. One July night, 10-year-old Ethan and his best friend and neighbor Billy fell asleep in a tent, and in the morning, Ethan woke up alone. During the night, someone sliced the tent open with a knife and took Billy. He was never seen again. 30 years later, Ethan has returned to his childhood home. Plagued by bad dreams, insomnia, he begins to notice strange things happening in the middle of the night. Someone seems to be roaming the cul-de-sac at odd hours, and signs of Billy's presence keeps appearing in Ethan's backyard. Is someone playing a cruel prank, or is Billy, long thought to be dead, somehow returned to the circle, the cul-de-sac? So then he starts investigating what actually happened that night, blah, blah, blah. This actually sounds really good. A male main character. Is Riley Sager okay? Is he okay? Oh my god, maybe the main character is the hot handyman. Maybe our main character is a hot handyman. Finally gave the hot handyman the main character energy. Oh, there's another book on June 18th that's coming out. Speaking of horror movies, this is just a theme this year. How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive by Craig DeLuey. Another author that's kind of hit or miss for me. I really enjoyed Suffer the Children. Wasn't a huge fan of episode 13, so we'll see how this one goes. But this is about, it says it's a darkly humorous horror novel. It's about a famous 80s slasher director set out to shoot the most terrifying horror movie ever made using an occult camera that might be, or probably is, demonic. It says there's this woman named Sally who dreams of being the final girl. She knows she has what it takes to score the lead role, even if she's only been cast in small parts so far. But then Sally meets Max, and Max discovers an old camera that is demonic. It says, like it or not, it's Sally's time to shine as the final girl. Sounds intriguing. Sounds like it might be like a silly little horror book. I don't know. On June 25th, Paul Tremblay has a new book coming out called Horror Movie. I know he's a controversial author. I tend to like his books, so I'm interested in this one. So this is a cursed film type book, which sounds really good. Really liking that so far. So it says that in 1993, see what I mean? The 90s are a theme and I'm living for it. In 1993, a group of filmmakers, they spend 4 weeks making a horror movie. Horror Movie is the title. It's a disturbing art house horror flick. Only 3 of the film scenes were ever released to the public, but Horror Movie has grown a rabid fan base. 3 decades later, Hollywood is pushing for a big budget reboot. The man who played the Finn kid is the only surviving cast member. He remembers all too well the secrets buried with the original screenplay, the bizarre events of the filming, and the dangerous cross lines on set that resulted in tragedy. What has happened? I don't know. As memories flood back in, the boundaries between reality and film, past and present, start to blur. He's going to help remake the film, even if it means navigating a world of cynical producers, directors, and surreal fan conventions. I don't know. Sounds like it's gonna be a what the fuck moment. Sounds like it's gonna be another crazy, weird Paul Tremblay book, but I'm living for it. Then skipping ahead to August, there's a new thriller coming out called Then Things Went Dark by B. Fitzgerald. This one just sounded really interesting to me. It's about 6 people on a desert island. They're on a reality show, which I love. You know me, I love my reality shows. The contestants are hungry to prove themselves. The stakes are high. Losing is not an option. 3 weeks and 18 episodes later, 5 of the 6 contestants are at a police station, and none of them are the winners because 12 million people are watching when Reese died on camera, and someone must pay for the crime. So this just sounds so good. I love a good murder mystery, and then you're involving this reality show mixed into it. It just sounds so good. It sounds like an easy read, and I'm really looking forward to this one. I knew I needed this one the second I heard about it. Then once again, fast forwarding to September 3rd, The Night Guest comes out. This is a horror book. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this author's name and butcher it. There's not even a cover for this one yet. I think it was supposed to come out in 2023 and then it didn't. But it is translated. And this sounds so intriguing. The second that someone sent this to me, I knew I needed it because it sounds so up my alley. So it's about this woman who, it says, is yet at another doctor's office. Sounds so relatable to my life already. She knows her constant fatigue is a sign that something's not right. Blood tests don't reveal anything. Sounds familiar to my life, right? When she talks to friends and family about it, everyone's like, have you tried eating better, exercising more? Have you done yoga? Have you tried eating organic? Blah, blah, blah. Sounds so fucking relatable, right? She tries to follow their advice, buys everything, vitamins, sleeping pills, whatever, and nothing helps. It says until one night she falls asleep with the watch on and wakes up to find she's walked over 40,000 steps in the night. Why is this happening when she's asleep? Why is she waking up with increasingly disturbing injuries, and why doesn't anyone believe her? So it's like medical gaslighting, you know, medical trauma mixed with this disturbing sleepwalking aspect to it. It sounds so up my alley and I cannot wait for this one. Okay. The last one that I wanted to talk about doesn't come out until sometime in October, and it is a novella by Nat Cassidy called Rest Stop. You guys know I became obsessed with Nat Cassidy in 2023, absolutely obsessed with nestlings, and I'm obsessed with him. He is my latest obsession. I'm in love with him. He's coming out with a novel in 2025. That's going to be his next novel, but he said he is coming out with a horror novella sometime in October to hold us over, and I can't fucking wait to read this. I'm so excited. So this is about a young musician who finds himself locked inside of a gas station bathroom in the middle of the night by an unseen assailant. Caught between the horrors on the other side of the door and the horrors rapidly skittering down the walls inside. Don't know what that entails, but it's Nat Cassidy, so it's gonna be great. I'm sure of it. And I just can't wait to get my hands on something else by this author. Absolutely love his writing style. So yeah, that is it. Those are the 15 horror and thriller books that come out this year that I just can't wait to get my hands on and read and hear what you guys think, and I can't wait to share my thoughts with you. Let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for any of these and what's on your TBR for 2024. Is there any other book that I didn't mention that you're excited for that I should check out? Let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!